Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys about my top 10 favorite foundations. Now, the majority of these items are drugstore or more affordable. I really love drugstore and affordable makeup. There's a couple that are maybe a little bit more expensive. I'm actually going to be talking about 11 because I do have one honorable mention that is no longer available. I just found that out not very long ago and I cannot believe it. I don't understand why brands do that to us. Now, I do have more normal skin, I would say, normal, whatever that means. I don't really have dry skin. I don't really have oily skin, but I do have a little bit of an oily T-zone on occasion. And I usually pick shades between light and medium. And I do realize that we're not all the same shade range and that my skin is probably very different than yours. But I just wanted to show my deep love and affection for these base products. And I would love to know if you guys have the same love and affection for these base products as well. So let me start off with my honorable mention. I do have it on my face today. And it is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Foundation. And I found out, a month or so ago, I think, that they are not going to be making this anymore. They've stopped making it. I need to go onto the Too Faced website and see if they do have any of this still available, because I do want to get another bottle of this or tube of this. I love this base product. It's very skin-like. It is what's this, Comfort Matte Foundation. So it is a more matte foundation, which I don't always love matte foundations. I don't know, but I love this one. I really do. It's so nice and it smells like peaches. And I just think it looks really skin-like. It doesn't look cakey. It doesn't look too matte. You know, sometimes with matte foundations, it looks very matte. You look like you almost have a mask on your face. But this one does not do that. It does allow my natural oils to kind of come through and like mix with the foundation, I feel like. Very nice medium coverage. And I'm just so bummed. I'm going to have to put this in a little glass case and display this next to my ColourPop Kathleen Lights Dream Street palette in my living room someday. Now, the rest of these 10 foundations are not ranked. I was going to rank them, and I thought, I don't know that I could rank them because I think I pretty much love them all the same, or love them maybe for their own unique reasons the same. Now, the first one, I will pop a picture up of this product because I don't have it anymore in my collection. I need to get some more of this. This is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. This is one of my absolute favorite base products ever. Now, it's a tinted hydrator, so not a ton of coverage, very light coverage, but I love that in a base product. As I get older, I do get a little bit more fine lines and wrinkles as time goes on. And what I love about a lighter base product is that it's very forgiving to your fine lines and wrinkles. It doesn't really settle in those areas, and if it does, you can just kind of smooth it out. But this has such a beautiful skin-like texture to it, or look to it, and very glowy, but not too glowy. It's just the right amount of glow, I feel like. Like, it's kind of a good mix between matte and glow. I get this off Amazon typically, and it's about $4 or $5. I mean, so cheap, but you can find this everywhere pretty much. Target, Walmart, Walgreens. We have a Fred Meyer here, a Rite Aid, and I'm pretty sure the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator is sold at all of those places. The tricky part is getting my shade. I'm shade medium in this product, and for whatever reason, when I go look for it in the stores, because I want to have it right now, they never have medium. So that's part of why I get it off Amazon too, is because they always have the shade medium on Amazon. But if you're looking for a very lightweight base product that looks really skin-like on your face, I highly recommend checking out the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. It is wonderful. The next base product is this one from Maybelline. This is the Dream BB Fresh BB Cream Broad Spectrum SPF 30. And this is in the shade light medium. I mixed this with the shade medium. I did run out of my medium shade, so I need to get some more of that. This is a very affordable base product. They also sell this on Amazon, and it's also found Walmart, Fred Meyer, Target, Rite Aid, all the places, Walgreens I already talked about. And I will say this is a little bit more expensive than the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator, but it's still very affordable. I would say anywhere from $10 to $15, depending on where you find it. And again, this is a BB cream, so it's very light coverage, but it just looks beautiful on the skin. This is perfect for hotter weather. We have spring finally coming to Oregon. I think it was sunny a couple days this week. Stick with me, sun, come on. And then in the summertime, it's gonna get warmer, hopefully. Well, although I hate warm weather. I don't know what I'm talking about. But this works really well in the heat. I've gotten very sweaty with this on my face before, and it lasted really well. Now, I don't know that it lasts throughout the day as well as some of the other base products I'm going to show you because, like I said, this is lighter coverage. It's a BB cream. And the thing that I love the most about this product is that because it doesn't have a lot of coverage to it, it's just very natural looking. It just makes me look a little bit more polished, a little bit more put together. And also Andy Does Stuff, she recently picked this up after I recommended it to her. So I can't wait to see what she thinks of it. But this is one of my OG all-time favorite base products. The next one is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. And this is in the shade Nude Ivory. And this is not the right shade for me. I do have to mix this with another product. I do have a couple other little L'Oreal that I don't really love, little foundations that I will mix just a little bit of that in with this. But this is a really nice medium coverage base product. It comes in dewy and matte. I think this is the matte one, I think, because it doesn't say dewy on the front of it. It does have kind of a strange odor to it. At first I thought maybe it was too old, but my daughter has the same exact product. She just got it not very long ago, and hers smells the exact same way. So it just kind of has a funky smell to it. But what I love about this is that it is a little bit more coverage than the other products I've shown so far, the other two, Tinted Hydrator and the BB cream that I've shown. But it still looks very skin-like. It has great lasting power, and it is so affordable. You can also find this on Amazon. They usually have really good deals with this foundation on Amazon. It's about $5, $6. And I think in the drugstore, it's not more than $10. Highly recommend checking this out. Then I have one that's a little bit more expensive. I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is the Pure Cosmetics 4-in-1 Tinted Moisturizer. And this is in G3, L53, I'm not sure. This is broad spectrum SPF 20. And I love this product. I don't use this near enough because this is one of those things where I'm afraid if I use it, I'm going to use it all up. It's going to be gone and I won't be able to go and buy it because it's probably more expensive than what I would normally go for in a base product. I was so happy that I was getting BoxyCharm for a while. Got to try out some fancier products. But this has really nice skin-like coverage. I will say, however, that because I do have more of an oilier T-zone on occasion, that sometimes this looks a little greasy, a little sweaty in my T-zone. So I do use a mattifying primer with this, and then I do set it with powder. And that seems to work okay. But just a really nice skin-like coverage, and I think it does work really well with older skin or more mature skin as well. Fine lines and wrinkles, very easy to manipulate on skin like that, because I do have skin like that. Now, this is one that has become one of my absolute favorites of all time. This is the Morphe, let's see, Filter Effect Soft Focus Foundation. And this is in the shade Medium 13, I believe. And Oak Style, she sent this to me when we did our makeup swap collab. And I have been using this religiously for like the past, I don't know, month maybe. Like every time I do my makeup, I just pull this out and use it. It's almost gone. I'm gonna have to pop the top off and scrape it all out. Such a beautiful skin-like, very natural looking foundation, medium coverage, but just lovely on the skin. Really works well with more mature skin. I was a little nervous about that when I first got it. When she sent it to me, I was like, I don't know that I'm gonna be able to use this because it's probably gonna look funky on my skin because I'm a little older. But no, it doesn't at all. It smooths beautifully over the skin. It doesn't settle in fine lines and wrinkles. If it does, you could just use your sponge or brush or whatever and just smooth it right on out. And yeah, just very natural looking coverage. Really love this. And it works really well with my oilier T-zone. This is a more matte foundation, I would say. So jives really well with the oilier parts of my skin. Then we have the NYX Professional Makeup Born to Glow Foundation. And this is very glowy, very glowy. I really do love glowy foundations though. Love how that looks on my skin. And I love how it looks on other people's skin too, just that beautiful glow. I will say, however, that sometimes if I don't use a mattifying primer and I don't set this baby with a lot of powder, my T-zone is going to look pretty weird by the end of the day. I am going to look like I ran a marathon, even though I would never do that. But I do mix this. This is with, this is natural. And I do mix this with Nude because this is this one? Let's see. One of them's a little too yellow. One of them's a little bit too pink. But when I put them together, they are just beautiful. And if you really do like a more glowy foundation, I really would check this out. This has a pretty decent shade range from what I remember. That's one thing though I think more brands could do way better on is having a way more inclusive shade range. It just drives me nuts when I go in and try to find a foundation. I look at their shade range, I'm like, oh, okay. And I really do think I have that lit from within look when I wear this foundation, although like I said, I gotta be careful because I will look like a sweaty pig. Then we have the L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-Hour Freshware, and this is in the shade 425. And this is one of my absolute favorite medium coverage foundations. And you actually probably could build this foundation to be more full coverage. I just think it's stunning. Very lovely skin-like texture to it, or appearance to it. It really does a good job of like evening out my skin tone. I do have some melasma on my cheeks and on my upper lip. And in the summertime, that gets even worse. And this does such a good job of covering that up. When I'm in the mood to cover that up, this is just perfect for that. And this is very affordable too. This is a little bit more expensive maybe than some of the other drugstore ones I've shown. This is what, $15, $16, but still, you know, very, very affordable price point for this foundation. If you have not tried this yet and you're looking for a really nice medium to full coverage foundation that's very skin-like in appearance, highly recommend checking this out. Now this looks like a hot mess. I should have cleaned the lid out here, but I'm on my way to work and just didn't really have time to stop and do that. This is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Lumi Healthy Luminous Makeup Foundation. And this is in the shade W4 Natural Beige. And if you really want a nice glowy foundation, maybe not as glowy as the NYX Born to Glow, highly recommend picking this up. This is a beautiful, very skin-like looking foundation. That's really what I go for in foundations, is I want to look, I mean, yeah, it's obvious I have makeup on, but I also don't want to look super cakey. And all of these foundations I'm showing you, none of them really do look super cakey on my skin, or I wouldn't like them. But this just has that very nice lit from within glow to it. It's not nearly as glowy as the NYX Born to Glow, but I will say it does look a little bit better on me when I do use a mattifying primer and set it with powder, because by the end of the day, my T-zone is going to look a little sweaty with this foundation. Then I have the Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage Foundation, lasts up to 24 hours. It says mattifying, water and sweat proof, second skin effect, and this is in the shade 035 Natural Beige. This is too dark for me right now. I have used this before on my channel. I tried this out on my channel before, and I loved it. I mean, I loved the appearance of it, the formula, the way it looked on my skin. It was just way too dark. So I could probably mix this with the Wet n Wild, this one right here, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This would probably do good together, I think. I don't know. I should try that. I haven't tried that yet. But hopefully if I get some sort of a tan over the summer, we'll see, this would work a lot better. But this is such a beautiful, very skin-like looking foundation. I picked this up off Amazon after I'd seen a bunch of people use it here on this platform. I thought, oh my gosh, I gotta try it. And I love it. Absolutely love it. I haven't used this in a really long time. I need to get this out and use it again. That happens a lot with my makeup collection because I have too much makeup. But yeah, beautiful medium coverage foundation. Mattifying, yes, I will say that. But with the right type of glowy primer, I think you are good to go. And this is very affordable. I think I got this off Amazon for $9. Yes. And then my last one that I'm going to show today, this is from Glam. This is the Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. This is very full coverage and this is very matte, but it is very pretty on the skin, really. This is something I would use if I was like going full glam, like I had a really fancy gathering, get together. I really wanted to look like, yeah, baby, ooh. This is what I would wear. I don't usually want to look, yeah, baby, woo, much at all in my life. And I don't really have a lot of places to go to wear this foundation. So this doesn't get a lot of love in my collection yet. Maybe something will turn the corner. I'll have a bunch of fun things to go and do. I don't know. But if you really want to look really put together, really like made up and very like, like you're walking a runway somewhere, I highly recommend picking up this foundation. This is very affordable. I think this was no more than $10, I'm pretty sure. And I just did get a bunch of more things from Glam, and I got the hydrating version of this foundation that I'm going to be using in a video soon to get ready with me. Really excited to try that. Steph, not your basic Steph, my best friend, she said, wait, which foundation did you get from Glam? I said, I got the mattifying one. She goes, well, there's a hydrating one too that I think you might like even better. So I finally picked that up. So that'll be coming. But yeah, for a full coverage foundation that's mattifying, which is not something I would normally go for, I really do like this product. It looks really nice. It works really well with my oily T-zone. It does look a little bit more cakey, or no, it's not cakey really, but it's obvious that I have a full coverage foundation on when I wear this one. But still, affordable and looks nice, and I just need some fun places, little fancier places to go to so that I can feel maybe a little bit more comfortable about wearing this again. So of course, I want to know if you guys have any of these base products and what you think of them, what your favorites are. If you think some of these are not your favorites, let me know about that in the comment section too. We can chat about that. I would say if I had to pick a favorite out of all the ones that I showed, I would stick with the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. I just love that product, and I really do need to go onto Amazon and order another tube of that. I've been out of that for a long time, and I just really am missing it. When I went to find the picture of it, I'm like, oh, I gotta order that again. But I'm trying to get through some of this other stuff before I start ordering more makeup. And then what I'm gonna do is in June, I'm gonna go on a 6-month no-buy. Oh yes, I am, and use up all the stuff. Well, not all of it, but as much of it as I can, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, totally got off track here. Let's talk about foundations. Let me know what your top 10 favorites are, or maybe your top 5, your top 2, whatever, your top 1. We can chat about that in the comment section because I love to talk makeup. I love to talk anything with you guys in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing, smash that like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section because I love to chat with you guys there. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I cannot wait to see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.